Hare Krishna. So today we are going to read King Parikshit, who got liberated by simply hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So let's read together. One day King Parikshit went to the forest for hunting. While giving chase to a deer, he became very tired, hungry, and thirsty. In search for water, he came to a hermitage of a well-known sage named Shamika. After entering the sage's cottage, the king saw him sitting quietly with his eyes closed. To quench his thirst, the king asked him for water. As Shamik was in trance, he did not offer king a proper welcome and replied to his request. Because of fatigue and thirst, and also due to his feeling of being neglected, the king became very angry. While leaving the cottage in a fit of rage, Maharaj Parikshit happened to see a dead snake lying near the cottage. He lifted the dead snake with his arrow and placed it as a garland around Shamika Rishi's neck. Then he quickly returned to his capital, Hastinapur. Shamika sage had a powerful son named Shringi. He was playing near the river. Shringi heard about what had happened to his father through his friend. The inexperienced young boy Shringi got enraged and declared that he would punish the wrongdoer. He touched the river water and cursed King Parikshit. On the seventh day from today, Takshak, a snake bird, will bite the king. When sage Shamika came to know about the happenings, he felt sorry for his son's childish behavior. King Parikshit is a saint among the kings, so he does not deserve to be cursed by my boy. King Parikshit was not an ordinary king. After the battle of Kurukshetra, Sri Krishna stayed with the Pandavas for some time. One day, Sri Krishna thought of returning to Dwarka. As Sri Krishna was about to leave, Uttara came running towards him crying, "O Lord Krishna, save me and the child in my womb." Uttara was Arjuna's daughter-in-law, the wife of the great warrior Abhimanyu, who died on the battlefield of Kurukshetra fighting heroically. During that time, Uttara was carrying his child in her womb. Ashwatthama wanted to destroy the descendants of the Pandavas, so he sent the Brahmastra weapon to kill the child. Lord Krishna understood the situation. The baby in the womb started to feel the heat of the Brahmastra and at the same time could see a dazzling person who was just the size of a thumb. His appearance was pure and beautiful. His complexion was like a water-bearing cloud clad in a glittering yellow dress, golden crown on his head with glittering golden earrings. This person had 4 hands. His eyes were red. He was protecting the baby with his blazing club. Thus Lord Krishna saved the child within Uttara's womb and disappeared. One auspicious day, the boy child of Abhimanyu, the last descendant of the Pandavas, took birth. He was called Vishnurata, as he was protected by Krishna. He was also called Parikshit. Parikshit possessed all good qualities. He was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Before leaving for heavenly abode, Yudhishthir crowned Parikshit as the king of Hastinapur. Meanwhile, Parikshit Maharaj also realized his uncivilized behavior towards the faultless sage. As he was repenting, the news of his imminent death due to Shringi's curse reached Maharaj Parikshit. King Parikshit took this as a good opportunity to become free from worldly bondage. First, he handed over his kingdom to his son. Then he went and sat by the banks of the Ganges river with a firm intention of giving up his life by fasting and concentrating his mind upon the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. At the same time, all the great sages gathered on the banks of the Ganges with the disciples. When all the sages were seated, King Parikshit stood with folded hands and requested them to instruct him about the highest welfare. At that time, Vyasdev's son Sukdev, who was carefree and roaming the earth, arrived there. King Parikshit bowed to Sukdev and worshipped him. He fell at his feet and humbly asked these questions. What is the duty of a person whose death is fast approaching? What should a person always do for perfection of life in this material world? What should one hear, chant, and worship? The answer to these questions are given in Srimad Bhagavatam from the 2nd canto to the 12th canto, which was narrated by Sukdev Goswami. The Bhagavad Puran is a nectar through the mouth of Sukdev for the well-being and relief from the suffering of mankind in Kali Yuga. Srimad Bhagavatam is the sound incarnation of Lord Krishna himself. Srimad Bhagavatam contains 12 branches called the cantos, 335 small branches called the chapters, 18,000 leaves called the slokas. Srimad Bhagavatam is the best source of Krishna Katha and is termed as the spotless Puran. Srimad Bhagavatam deals with the history of the universe, the creation, and the various dynasties of the rulers in ancient times. Srimad Bhagavatam also has prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead by great personalities like Indra, Brahma, Bhishma, Prahlad, Dhruv, Gajendra, Kunti, and more. Srimad Bhagavatam deals with and describes the advent and pastimes of Lord Krishna in Mathura, Vrindavan, Dwarka, Hastinapur, and his hence very important. During the 7 days of Bhagavad Katha, he fixed his mind upon the Lord alone. As per the curse, Takshak approached King Parikshit and bit him with his sharp fangs. The body of the king burst into flames, and as his great soul went back to the spiritual world, kettle drums were sounded, flowers showered down from the heavens, and praise was given to Maharaj Parikshit, who engaged in hearing the Krishna Katha with full faith and got liberated. So hope you enjoyed the story of King Parikshit Maharaj. Hare Krishna.